If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. The NBA world has been rocked with an unexpected revelation, and it's coming straight from one of the brightest young stars in the league. Houston Rockets guard Amen Thompson, the electric playmaker who has been turning heads since his arrival, has just opened up about something fans never saw coming. He didn't just talk basketball. He didn't just talk about his development. He revealed the raw, unfiltered truth about his feelings toward the Golden State Warriors. And the truth? He doesn't just dislike them. He flat out hates them. Yes, Amen Thompson, the 21-year-old phenom, finally gave fans a look behind the curtain. And now, the basketball world can't stop buzzing. Why does Amen Thompson harbor this hatred toward one of the greatest dynasties in basketball history? What happened between him and Golden State that created this fire? Sit tight, because this story is about to take us into the mindset of a rising NBA star, the history between Houston and Golden State, and a truth that may shock every fan of the game. Let's rewind the clock for a second. For years, the Golden State Warriors have been the measuring stick in the Western Conference. From Steph Curry's legendary shooting displays to Klay Thompson's miraculous comebacks and Draymond Green's fiery intensity, Golden State dominated the last decade. They weren't just winning titles. They were changing the very DNA of basketball. Teams had to build rosters just to survive them. And if you happened to be a young player entering the league in the West, you knew that at some point, you were going to have to face the Warriors. For Amen Thompson, that realization came early. Drafted by the Houston Rockets, a franchise already carrying scars from multiple playoff wars against Golden State, he stepped into an organization that saw the Warriors not just as opponents, but as tormentors. Think back to the James Harden era. How many times did Golden State slam the doors shut on Houston's championship dreams? The 2015 Western Conference Finals. The 2018 heartbreak when the Rockets missed 27 straight threes and the Warriors snatched a Game 7 win in Houston. The rivalry left scars on the franchise, scars that young players like Amen were born into. And when he entered the Rockets' locker room, he immediately absorbed that history. But this isn't just about franchise history. Amen Thompson made it personal. In his own words, he explained that the Warriors represent everything that once stood in the way of his team's growth. Everything that blocked the Rockets from glory. And now that he's part of the rebuild, he's carrying that torch. He revealed that he hates the Warriors because they're the reason the Rockets have lived in the shadows for so long. And when Amen used the word hate, it wasn't just casual. He meant it. He said it with conviction. He said it with fire. And he backed it up by reminding everyone of the culture Golden State created: arrogance, dominance, and a standard that leaves no room for mercy. According to Amen, the hate didn't start with him. It was passed down. Veterans in the Rockets organization told him stories about battles against Steph Curry, about how even when Houston had them cornered, Golden State always found a way to rise. He heard about Chris Paul's hamstring injury in 2018, about the Rockets believing that was their year, and about how the Warriors crushed their spirits yet again. He learned about the way Draymond Green talked trash, about how Klay Thompson smiled when he hit dagger after dagger, and about how Curry's shimmy felt like a taunt to every Rockets fan in the world. Amen took those stories personally. And when he finally faced Golden State on the court, he said all of that history came flooding into his mind. But it wasn't just history or team lore. Amen revealed something else, something raw. He admitted that he despises the way Golden State disrespected Houston's rebuild. In his eyes, the Warriors never looked at the Rockets as a threat. They looked at them as a joke. Amen recalled moments when Draymond laughed at young Rockets players, when Steph Curry brushed them off as if they weren't even worth worrying about. And for a competitor like Amen, that cut deep. He said it lit a fire in him, a desire to beat the Warriors at all costs. And here's where the story takes an even sharper turn. Amen explained that his hatred isn't just emotional, it's motivational. Every time he trains, every time he studies film, he thinks about beating Golden State. He wants to be the one who flips the script. He wants to lead Houston back into relevance by slaying the very dragon that tormented them for so long. He doesn't just want to beat the Warriors. He wants to dominate them. He wants to humiliate them in the same way they humiliated Houston for nearly a decade. And he's not shy about saying it. Now, let's talk about the reactions. As soon as Amen's comments went public, Warriors fans went ballistic. Social media exploded. Warriors supporters mocked him, calling him irrelevant, saying the Rockets haven't earned the right to hate Golden State because they haven't done anything since Harden left. Some called it jealousy. Others said it was just clout chasing. But here's the thing: inside the NBA, players took notice. Former Rockets like Patrick Beverley and Clint Capella backed him up, reminding fans just how brutal that rivalry used to be. Even Harden, when asked about it, smirked and said, "He's not lying." On the other side, Warriors players didn't stay quiet. Draymond Green, of course, was the first to fire back. On his podcast, he said Amen Thompson has done nothing in this league to be talking about hate. He laughed, saying the Warriors don't even think about Houston anymore. "We're chasing banners," Draymond said. "They're chasing play-in spots." That comment went viral instantly. But Amen wasn't backing down. He responded in an interview by saying, "That's the problem. They think nobody's chasing them. But we are. And they're going to feel it soon." The tension between Golden State and Houston suddenly reignited overnight. Steph Curry, being the class act he usually is, took a more measured approach. When asked about Amen's comments, he chuckled and said, "Everybody hates us at some point. That comes with winning. But hate only matters if you can back it up on the court." That was Steph's subtle way of reminding Amen and the Rockets that words don't win games. Championships do? Klay Thompson didn't say much publicly, but insiders reported that he found Amen's comments disrespectful given the Warriors' track record. The veterans in Golden State clearly didn't take kindly to the young Rocket calling them out. But here's where things get fascinating. Instead of retreating, Amen doubled down. He told reporters that he's not here to make friends. He's here to build a new Rockets dynasty, one that takes down the old guard. He even said if that means the Warriors have to be the first step, so be it. Those are fighting words, the kind of words that fans live for. Suddenly, Rockets versus Warriors is more than just another matchup. It's personal. It's got history. It's got fire. And it's got one young star who isn't afraid to say what's on his mind. Now imagine the stakes the next time Houston faces Golden State. Every possession is going to feel like a war. Every shot Amen takes will be charged with emotion. Every defensive assignment against Curry or Klay will be an opportunity to make a statement. And you know Draymond Green is going to come after him, trying to intimidate him, trying to silence the rookie with trash talk. But Amen has already made it clear he's not backing down. He wants that smoke. But let's zoom out for a second. Why does this matter so much? Why are Amen's comments bigger than just trash talk? Because this is exactly how rivalries are reborn in the NBA. For years, fans complained that the league lacked real rivalries outside of LeBron versus whoever he faced in the finals. But this has all the ingredients. History. Bad blood. A new generation calling out the old. A dynasty refusing to give up its throne. A young star bold enough to say what others only whisper. Amen Thompson might have just reignited one of the most underrated rivalries in basketball. So the next time you see Amen Thompson take the court against Golden State, remember this moment. Remember the fire in his words. Remember that this isn't just basketball for him. It's personal. It's history. It's revenge. And it's a young star daring to say what so many others are afraid to. The Warriors have ruled the West for nearly a decade. But Amen Thompson is here to tell them their time is almost up.